Hey everyone, welcome to our Fun Fit and Fabulous team call. It is the 14th of November, 2019, and I'm really thrilled that Minninna has agreed to join us for tonight's call. So I met Minninna initially, when we were over at Coach Summit in July, and we both got really excited because we just found out that we'd the trip to Marbella, so that was very exciting, and we went to Marbella together and we had a really fabulous time. And Minninna is a PT, and some of you ladies I know have found the same, that we've had a number of people we bump into people in social media or in real life who are PTs or looking to become PTs, and they're like, no, I'm a PT, I can't be a coach, or just don't really understand how the two would work hand in hand. So that's one of the reasons why I'd asked Minninna to come on a call with us today. So Minninna has been a part-time PT for 9 years, and she's going to tell us a little bit about herself. But you've also got 3 kids, haven't you? And you became a coach back in February 2008, and you are currently on Elite. You're one of our Elite on the board, which is absolutely wonderful. So I think it's really great that you were looking for something to do, like with making sure, because your husband works long hours and doing stuff that fits around the kids. So I think that, that's kind of why you sort of started doing it. But I will pass it over to you. It will be great for you to tell us a little bit about your story and how you kind of got to where you are, and then maybe talk a bit more about how the two work hand in hand, if that's okay.
Yeah, well, thanks for having me. Yes, so I have 3 children. I've always wanted to be a PE teacher, but I went to university to study business in the end. I had a little surprise when my firstborn came along without too much planning on my last year at university, and my husband has had a really long hours, a job with really long hours, and I just didn't quite want to have that baby and never see him. So I figured out that maybe this is time for me to do something that I can kind of be myself as well and enjoy being a mum. So I started, I became a personal trainer. And then I had my second child, and I continued being a part-time personal trainer. Then I had my third one, and then I was asked to do this coaching a few times, and I just always said no. I thought, as many personal trainers do think the same, that I kind of thought that I can't do coaching because I got a PT qualification. I thought that why would I have studied all this time to become a PT and now just recommend programs that are done by someone else? However, I then realized that actually with this coaching, I can help so many more people. And because I kept on getting messages from people like, I wish you lived near me. I really would love you to train me. Why can't we see more and, work out together? So when this opportunity came along, I said no a few times first. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to give it a go now. And I absolutely love it. And I think the reason it has worked so well for me and my clients is because I love it myself. I know it works, and I do it most days myself. So I can recommend it to my clients. So it's not like I'm trying to sell it for them, but I truly believe it, and I have got good results with it. And then when my clients started getting good results with it as well, it just became almost like part of my routine. So I would sign a new client up, and I would send if they don't do anything between the sessions, like I'm sure we all know these people who pay for PT, they do it once a week, and they don't do anything between. They just eat food, and then they kind of turn up to the session kind of half-heartedly. Do you know what I mean? Like we all have seen these people, and they don't really get that much from it then. They don't get that good results. So when I was able to sign my PT clients with program as well, it works so well because I can see exactly what they do between our PT sessions. So I can plan my PT session based on that. So if they are doing like a cardio HIIT program on board, then I will plan something with the weights for them or something different. So they kind of complement each other. I guess that's the biggest benefit my clients will get, and they will get better results for that reason. For myself, Oh, wait a minute. I need to charge my laptop quickly. For myself, it has like tripled my income, because not only do I have my clients, but obviously I get commission from them for the pod as well. So they pay for my PT, and then I also get money for when they sign up for these workouts. So it literally works really well for everyone. Let me just put the charger in. Right, still here, good. Yeah, so it's a really easy way to increase your income, because well, I don't know, how many are PTs here? Anyone here who's PT? Kelly, you are PT almost. Especially if you're a personal trainer, especially with little children, and like my two eldest ones are very active, so like I am watching their football every night. And when you are a personal trainer, those people most often who have money to pay for personal trainer, they want to train in the evenings or in the mornings. So I had to turn down so many clients for this reason, because I just couldn't juggle it all. I could not be watching my child play football and be training someone at the same time. So I was in find a way. I have now recommended them this online program, so they have joined my bod group instead of going for someone else most of the time. Some people, you know, if they haven't tried it, they might be against it and they might think it's not for them. But most people, if they give it a go, they normally like it. But it's kind of just, you have to get them to try it once, them to realize how good it is before they're convinced, I guess. Does it all make sense?
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. And do you know what? I absolutely love that. I think that you're so right. Like, people go to a personal trainer and might spend anywhere between £20 and £40 for a session, but they only do it once a week or once a fortnight, and between that they do nothing, because they're like, well, I've spent all my money on the personal trainer. So yeah, that makes absolute perfect sense. I think I completely the same as you. I personally was looking into personal training before I realized that coaching came along, and then I had a chat with a couple of PTs, and they're like, if you've just had a new baby and then your kid's going to go to school, like, people want to have personal training sessions in the morning, in the evening, at weekends. And I was like, well, that's doing the opposite. Like, if I'm going to walk away from my job, I need to be, like, the whole idea is about me being around more for my family, not being around less for my family. So that makes absolute sense. Yeah, definitely. Keep going.
I don't know what else to say now. Have you got any questions, anyone?
Yeah, go for it, guys. Just unmute yourself and fire questions at Minninna. I know they have. They're being shy.
That's okay. You can write them down as well if you want to.
Yeah, type them in the chat box if you prefer, ladies.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
When people pay for your PT, however much it is, do they, when you then try and put them on the program, do they try and ask for like a reduced, because do you ever feel uncomfortable saying, oh, now you need to spend this much as well as pay for me?
No, do you know, when I started this, I used to be really worried about the price, but I truly understand the value of the pack now, and that really has helped my business as well. I would say that as soon as I realized what good value this Beachbody On Demand is, I have had no problem selling it, because I'm not embarrassed about the price. And it's same with my PT clients, that because they can go on a 30, if they don't want to do that, if they just pay for 5 sessions with me, for example, they may not be able to afford to pay for the year straight away. So some of them start with a 3-month membership first, and then they realize how good it is. And I often say, well, why don't you just do the annual one? Because now you know that you really like it and it works really well with your PT sessions as well. So then they do often upgrade it.
And you just tell them what programs to do or what workouts to do?
Yeah, so I just recommend them a program, because I know their goals, because obviously they talk to me about their goals and exactly what they want, and you get to know them so well. So I will just recommend them a program, or I will ask them to do one I'm doing so we can do it together, and then they will just track it in my challenge app, and I will then kind of do my PT session planning according to what program they're doing on board.
That's very smart. That's a very good idea. That's a great idea.
Does it make sense, Kelly?
Yeah, so cool.
Yeah. One of the biggest things, I guess, when I talk with other personal trainers about this and what a good opportunity is, lots of them are like, well, I didn't train for nothing. And I think I mentioned this beginning, and they have this attitude that you will kind of sell your soul to someone else if you do something like this. And I was one of those people too. Like, before I looked into this, that's what I thought. Well, why would you ever do program with someone else, like online, if you have the skills to do your own workouts, if you have the skills to plan your own workouts? So why would you use other resources like that? But my time is limited, and I assume you all have the same. We only have 24 hours in a day, and we have such amazing resources on board that I don't understand why someone wouldn't use them. Like Kelly, you said the other day that you often see me using, like when I put on my Instagram things I've done with my PT sessions, often they are moves from the board, because I have done them myself and I love them and they're very effective. So I wouldn't copy the whole session from board, from work or something, but I get lots of ideas, because sometimes it's quite easy to get, like, it's like whether you're cooking dinners or whether you do something else, you end up sticking with the same things, don't you? With any work, with any job, with anything you do, it's really easy to get into routine of doing similar stuff all the time. So I noticed, same with the training, I was kind of running out of ideas sometimes, like what exercise I will do with my clients. So this has really helped me to mix it up and make it more exciting for them and for myself too. You know, it's not nice to ask them to do the same stuff all the time.
Absolutely. I think that's great. And so I guess, like, linking in with that, so it sounds like you've got benefits of actually being a coach after training as a PT. Do you see that there's any benefits of being a PT and then being a coach? Does it make you a better coach? Is what I think I mean.
What do you mean, if you're a coach first and then you train to be a PT?
So the other way round. So have you found that being a PT and then coming into coaching, has that helped you? Because I don't know, is it helped in any way with your...
Yeah, it has helped me loads. Yeah, like I get lots more ideas, and also for myself, like when I used it, like when you just design other people's programs all the time, it's actually quite hard to get yourself motivated sometimes. Like, you know, you've done like 3 hours with other people, you just trained them, and I like training with my clients. So then I ended up coming home being really tired, and I was trying to plan my own workouts to do, and I would just do like the same stuff all the time. So now I just love it that I can just switch off, I just press play, and I let other people train me. So it's almost like my own well-being here as well. But yes, so definitely whether you are PT first and then go into coaching is really beneficial. I don't think you have to be PT to be a successful coach at all. Obviously, I think the top 10 in the whole company, I don't know if any of them are PTs. They're not, are they, Hannah?
No, I don't think so, no.
I don't think so. And sometimes people can relate to you better almost if you're not qualified in anything, because they know that you're just kind of a normal person, that you don't have all that knowledge and skills. But I really do think is the best thing I did is to go into coaching and add that to my personal training business, because it really has helped me in every way.
That's interesting, because I think sometimes people feel like they're not at their goals, or they aren't fitness experts. But I was definitely not a fitness expert when I started. I'm not even a fitness expert now, but I think that's it, isn't it? Or people say, you know, I'm not where I want to be, but I think actually that's not necessarily an issue, because actually people relate to you, and it's 95% mindset and 5% action, isn't it?
Well, that's the point as well, isn't it? Because if you're not a fitness expert, it doesn't matter, because the people on the screen are, and they've done everything for you. So that's why that it doesn't matter, does it?
No. And that's what I like. Sometimes I say to people, like, why would you not want to be trained by all these super trainers? Like, it would be so expensive to go and train with Sean T, for example, or someone else, that you get such amazing like value for money when you pay. Obviously, I think the annual pack is the best value, isn't it? So if you get the annual pack, that's like, what is it, 43 pence a day when it's normal price, or 41 pence a day. That is, you know, there's no gyms really that are that cheap. And also what I found, that when I was a member at the gym, no one had cared if I didn't turn up for 3 months. Like, no one sent me a message to check, are you okay? No one like asked after me, or if I went to the gym, and if I would have said someone, I find it tough, no one would follow it up with me. Whereas, you know, if you're in your group, right, I really found that tough, you have so many people messaging like, oh, why was it tough, but you did really well. Like, you don't get this accountability and kind of fitness community anywhere else. I never seen it anywhere else.
No, I think that's the difference, isn't it? And I always say that to people, and is that, you know, well, does anyone check in with you when you go to the gym? But it's true. So do you think, so if you were talking to someone that was a PT and they were saying, oh, you know, I'm not sure about coaching because of all the reasons that you've just said, is there any other benefits that you find from being a PT and then being a coach on top of that? Is there anything that being a PT brings to the table as a coach?
Well, I guess it does. People maybe might try to them. Like, I have had people who may have no other coaches, but they may have come to me because I'm a personal trainer. Because they think that, well, because you are qualified, you will know what to recommend for me. Mm-hmm. So I do think you get that. I think you do get that one. But I don't, and of course, you know about the injuries, you know about techniques more. You can easily check how people are doing, and if they got some pains or aches, it's probably easier for you to point out what it could be or what they should do to sort it out. So I think there are lots of benefits, definitely, to be a personal trainer too. However, like I said before, you don't have to be a personal trainer to be successful.
You definitely don't have to be. And I think the only reason I decided to be a PT was for the reason that you just said, was because I have ladies coming to me saying, oh, I'm interested, I've got all these issues, what do you recommend? And I was like, so I did the PT just for my own benefit, but you didn't need it at all, because you've got so many other people around you. I could have gone to other people, totally could have done. That's just the way I am. I need to do it myself.
Yeah.
You're educating yourself, aren't you, as well, Kelly? That's what's great. It's about your learning as well.
Yeah, exactly.
It does make you feel a bit more confident, I guess. Like, you know, you can, because sometimes, you know, you don't know if you can trust yourself. Do you know what I mean? Like, you might be like, if someone questions you, you're a bit like, oh, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong then. But I guess when you have that kind of qualification, you're like, no, actually, I do know what I'm talking about. This is it. Like, maybe now do it a bit more. Yeah, do it now. Quiet. Press play.
Yeah.
I love that. And how do you fit it in, Minninna? So I know that, like, I know obviously, like, sometimes you're on at 5 a.m. because you've got a client at 7 a.m. So you join the virtual gym, like our little Zoom workout early. So, but how do you know, no one else knows about that. Yeah. So just tell us how your day looks in terms of fitting PTing in with coaching.
So I only have a PT like three days a week at the moment, because my little one, well, she will go to school in September, so then I will have more. But my PT sessions in the mornings are 6 till 7, because my husband has to leave at 7. So that's when I do my personal training. I try to get up between 5 and 5:30 in the morning, depending. If I got PT session, I try to get up at 5 so I can finish my workout before I go to work. Because I was talking with Kelly about this today, actually, that has just become my morning routine now. I feel like I need to wake up in my own positive bubble before anyone moans at me, or, you know, or any of that. I need to wake up. I need to have my energizer. I need to do my mindfulness stuff. I got my little notebook where I write my goals every day. And then I do my workout. And that wakes me up. I'm on a better mood. and I just get going. So even when I got my PT at 6 o'clock, I feel like I try to do it. Like sometimes I can only fit half of my own session in, then I do my PT, then I come home and I might do other half of it, or I might have to do my other PT sessions after I take my children to school, and then come and finish my own session. But you just make it work, like you just find time for it. And I think the coaching thing is that it just depends how much you want it, doesn't it? Like if you want it enough, you will find the time to do it. Hannah, I can't hear you.
Yeah, I completely agree. I absolutely agree with what you're saying there. Anyone else? Any other questions? I've asked loads. I'm going to sit on my hands for a minute.
I'm trying to see everybody, but not everybody's got pictures.
No, everyone's hiding from us.
So Amy's one of my coaches, and obviously Kelly's my coach. But yeah, Amy's hiding tonight.
She is hiding.
Helen, did you have any questions? I've unmuted you.
Not right now. I'm actually on call, so I've got my other computer on the side. So I'm listening, but I'm dealing with work stuff because everything keeps breaking today.
Oh no, it's one of those days. Oh, bless.
That's what you call multitasking.
No, well. I know that Charlie might have, but her internet might have just dropped. Kim, did you have any questions, my love?
No, because I'm not a PT. I'm just here to take in as much information as humanly possible.
Yeah, so Kim's a fairly new coach. So she's one of Charlie's coach and she's in our team. So, but I think also at the same time, Kim, you will definitely find as you kind of go and, you know, you're finding people on social media and you're speaking and connecting with people, that there definitely will be loads of PTs. And I tell you, one of the things that I used to do, which I probably did this, I would probably say for the last 8 until about 6 months ago, is I would really shy away from talking to people that were PTs. I would be like, oh no, they're a PT. Oh no, I can't talk to them, they're a PT. I've got loads of friends who are PTs. I've not mentioned coaching to them once because I'm like, well, they're a PT. And for all the reasons you were saying, Minninna, about, you know, or, you know, they probably feel that I'm taking something away from them being PTs and all of those types of things. But actually, when someone who is a PT explains why it works so well together, it actually makes perfect sense. And sometimes you just need someone to tell you that. So yeah, it's some really awesome advice, and definitely something that I think I should have I could have done with knowing when I was a new coach, because then it would help me talk to PTs. But I think
that's not with PT either. You got people that just do classes as well.
Absolutely, yeah, definitely, yeah. Lots and lots. I've got loads of Zumba people following me all of a sudden. I don't know what I've hashtagged that's meant that loads of Zumba people. Don't know. Very odd.
But they are great people because they have such massive classes, don't they? Their communities are huge.
Yeah. So Rihanna's put something up. She's settling her baby. Oh, don't worry, love. I left my husband to do it. I was like, I'm going on a call. Bye. I'm not a PT, but I'm a gym instructor and a gym manager at a ladies only gym. I have been introduced to this by Charlie, and I'm here to learn a bit more. Cool. Nice to have you join us, Rihanna. I think, yeah. I mean, I think that's, you know, so many people are into fitness in some kind of way, whether it's like, you know, managers of gyms. And actually I met up with a local lady recently who's about to open her own gym, and she's interested in, so again it's going to be she's mainly going to be doing classes and PT sessions, but she was really interested in how the two might work hand in hand. So yeah, it sounds like they work quite well, because you're right, people can't necessarily afford to come and see a PT more than once a week, or you know, they want something a bit more in terms of the community outside of going to the gym and all of that sort of stuff. So I think it's really cool, isn't it?
And I think one more thing, because it is really so cheap, so it's like £13 a month. I think it's like lots of people, I say, like, even if you do like few sessions a month, it's still good value for money, because there's always if you've got children, for example, there are always those days when you have to cancel your gym class because your husband's not at home, or you are busy with work, or the kids, kids are poorly, or you just can't leave the house. And for those moments, like if you can just afford, it is worth just keeping it on a background, and just kind of, you can combine that with a gym, you can combine that with anything, because we all have those days. And I have so many people who just say, oh, I haven't trained for 2 weeks because I haven't had time to go to the gym, or I just haven't been able to get anyone to look after kids. And I was like, well, this would be perfect then, because you don't have to leave the house, and it doesn't mean that you have to give up everything else. You can do this on top of everything else. Like Kelly, you do loads of things, mix them up. And I think that's fine. I think sometimes people think that if they sign up for Beachbody On Demand, they can't do anything else. But of course you can. You can do lots of other things as well.
I do loads. I do my classes, my own classes, which I recommend people then do Beachbody off the back of. I do my own program. I do kickboxing. I do quite a lot, actually. I need to quit this. No, I don't.
You're one of those people that is active all the time.
She is.
Can I ask a quick question?
Go for it, Charlie.
I've had a few like PTs who work it full time, so they don't have children and things like that. And one of their concerns is that actually by recommending bod and things like that to people, they don't have like the hours they don't want to cut down their PT hours. And they're like, I make more doing PT than I would do putting the extra hours in doing bod. Do you kind of have any advice as to like how that balances?
Well, I think PT, if you do full-time personal training, your hours 5 hours, and then you might have a break during a day, and then you work in the evenings. And I don't know about you guys, but that is not my ideal day. And if I could perhaps reduce some of those hours and still get the same income from recommending them on Beachbody On Demand, then I would take that any day over that one. And that's what I've done with my clients, that for, obviously I have children, so mine is different reason, but I physically can't get into, train all my clients, and that's why they joined this, because I don't want to lose them as clients, and I want to help them, but same time I can't be there, so I have signed them up for this one. So I think, and also I haven't lost any clients because of Beachbody On Demand. Like none of my clients have stopped doing my PTing. They just add it on because they like both of the things. Like often you create such a good relationship with your PT, don't you? So I think these full-time personal trainers, they will just have the extra income on top of their normal hours, because I'm sure that they don't have just one client doing all those hours. They have multiple clients every day. And I also assume that not those clients can't afford to train with them every day. So if it's just like one client does it once a day, once a week, so what does that person do for the next 6 days? So I think it's ideal opportunity for them to sign up for this, and then your PT friends can still see exactly what they're doing, and that will help them just plan their sessions too.
I guess there's also something about what in it for the individual. That's why we do this, isn't it? We're coaches because we want to help other people and we want to pay it forward and all of that sort of stuff. And you're absolutely right, Minninna, like people go into being PTs and working in gyms and being group instructors and all of those types of things because they enjoy helping other people and they want to help other people, but actually that accountability of the other 6 days of the week, because I know lots of people that do PT sessions but only do one a week because it can be expensive. So it is, what do they do the other 6 days of the week? And I think that is, if we're here about trying to help people, and it's the nutrition element as well, isn't it? I mean, I know a lot of PTs do the nutrition stuff as well, but being able to give that whole package for 7 days a week and not just kind of that 1 week is, like, for me, like I adding kind of more value, isn't it? I guess that makes sense.
Definitely, yeah.
Helen had a question. Let me just go to the chat. She said, what is your favourite programme to do or to recommend to clients? So first of all, what is your favourite programme to do? And then what is your favourite programme to recommend to clients?
My favourite programme?
Yeah.
Do you know what? My all-time favourite is actually Lift 4, I think. I'm doing work at the moment, which I love. It like kills me every time. I like crawl on the floor and whatever when I'm like dying, but it is brilliant. I have done ME100 and Transform 20. There is not one program I can say I recommend to all my clients, because it depends on their goals. Like, my clients are so different. Like, some of them want to lose 5 stone, some of them want to run marathons, like some of them want to tone up, some of them want to build muscle. So it really is such an individual thing what I recommend for them. But I guess 21 Day Fix is quite a good one to start with, or T25, like, kind of, because they're quite simple programs but still very effective. I don't recommend Clean Week much to my clients, because I feel like, well, it is a good program, but I haven't done it myself for that reason. But yeah, that's not really good.
No, I mean, I think that makes perfect sense. I think that's a really good answer. Go on, Helen.
I was going to say, I'm glad to see that work is killing someone else.
Are you doing it?
Yeah, I've got 2 workouts left to do.
Oh, wow, well done.
Wow. Well,
It's hard, isn't it?
Yeah,
I think you're all mental.
really hard.
Although I would be doing it if I wasn't pregnant.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's one of those addictive hards, though.
yeah.
Where you
I
wake
love
up
it.
and you're like, oh my God, what am I going to do today? But then as you're doing it, you're going, I'm actually doing this. I'm actually doing this.
Yeah.
I've already decided I'm going to do round 2 in January.
Go on.
Yes.
Oh, do you know what? I can't wait until the summer when I can try it. I'm so excited.
When are you due with the baby again?
Baby's due mid-March.
Mid-March.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. Do you know what? Like, Charlie and I did have a discussion. She went, I reckon you could do this. And then I watched a bit of the sample workout. I was like, nah, I'm not. And then I watched you do it, Minninna, in the morning. I'm like, I could not do that. I was struggling at the end of morning meltdown, if I'm honest, and I was getting a bit like, oh, my tummy feels like it's pulling, and yeah, that wasn't feeling great. Although I'm too cold to do what I'm doing now.
Tomorrow morning I've got the final crucible, and I think that's 100 reps per move.
Oh, yes, because it was 75 last time, and it just killed me. I was like 75 burpees to start with. I was just like,
I won't be doing 100 reps. I'll be doing as many as I can be.
It's funny, isn't it?
To look forward to.
I texted Minninna straight away going, did you do 75?
Yeah, your message was like, I don't think so, no.
Yeah. That's my ideal, Hannah. I love a burpee.
100 burpees.
I did, yeah. Well, in CrossFit, you used to have like your burpee days where you'd go and do as many between you. You'd have to do like 1 million burpees to raise money for charity and stuff like that. So
I've raised a lot.
With dread.
To be honest, I don't mind a burpee, but when it was 75 and with the press up, I thought it was first like a chest to the ground one, and that was even harder, I think, than a press up. And I was just like, what is this? Why is this the first workout?
Exactly, and it was the diamond press ups, just not a normal press up. It was a diamond press up.
Oh yeah, that was the other one. But wasn't it a burpee? Had to press up, didn't it? When it did the burpee, yeah.
Got sick.
You ladies are hilarious. You're absolutely brilliant. I'm sadistically, I'm a bit like, I'm looking forward to doing it. I am enjoying watching you, feeling a little bit jealous that you're all doing it. But good for you.
The body's been great. See massive differences I can.
I can as well.
It's crazy.
But I just can't stop eating. That's my problem. It's so hard that I eat like a man who's about 20 stone, and I just eat. I just eat with this
You're looking incredible though, Minninna. Like that picture of you, that side picture of you, I was like, oh my God. You look incredible. So anyway, right, I will let you lovely ladies go, but thank you, Minninna. I really, really appreciate your time in sharing with us. It's been really interesting to hear how you put the two together and how it works and what you benefit. And why you even decided to do it in the first place, because I think so many people just think that no, they can't, if they're doing one they can't do the other, and it just goes to show that you really can. So thank you so much. If anyone else has any other questions, by all means, you know, pop Minninna a message. I'm sure she'd be more than happy with that. But yeah, I'll see you in the morning.
Yes, see you in the morning.
All right, ladies.
Bye,
Thank you
thanks
so
for
much. I
having
have
me.
taken a picture. I'll send it to you.
Good.
All right, take care, ladies. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for your time. Nice to see you.